Good evening, everyone, and Happy New Year
Happy New
to you.
Year,
This is Coach Carmen here with
the
the
Wellness
Wellness
Diva.
Diva. And we're here this evening because we are actually going to be presenting something that we had promised. Something just popped up, and I have to get rid of it. Yeah. Okay. Right. So we wanted to share with you why we shouldn't count on the vaccine to keep from getting COVID. And this is a presentation that we had promised that we were going to share with you. We did a pre presentation last week or
Mhm.
earlier this week. So we're back to share this with you. We wanted to give you some more information, get more into the nitty gritty, because this is really important. This is something that right now it's like everything. Amen.
Yeah.
And as you know, you may not know, but we are starting a 28-day body and soul detox next week. So this is like a precursor information that will open your eyes to see why it's so important that you decide to step into a wellness journey. It, I mean, some of you will be doing the Daniel fast. Some of you will be fasting and figuring out some ways to just um, control yourself and get yourself give yourself a reboot for the beginning of the year. But we want to help you to take it beyond that and get clear about what foods are going to be very important for you to help your body um,
Defend
defend
against
against
COVID.
COVID.
Hmm.
Yes. So we're going to talk about 5 foods
Hmm.
that can defend your body against COVID, but we're also going to be talking about COVID, the vaccine, and some other juicy information. Hi, Angelina. Angelia.
Angelia.
Hi,
Hi.
Angelia. Hi, sweetheart. Yes. So let's get started. Denise, you want to start?
Yes, indeed. So we know that most people are making a New Year's resolution.
Mm-hmm.
I say make a wellness resolution because we're living in the age of COVID. We
Yeah.
cannot get around it. So while you're on this journey to nutritional wellness, we have 5 foods that you might want to consider that could defend your body from getting COVID and actually strengthen your immune system so that if the virus does enter your body,
Mm-hmm.
you could basically fight it off. Your body can literally defend it. In other words, you're going to create your own vaccine.
Thank you. I was just gonna say that. Hi, diggity dang dang. Wow. I was thinking that when you were saying it,
Hmm.
because we're learning now that the vaccine is not what all that we think it is. Now, I'm not taking anything away from it. Thank God for it. I
It's
don't,
going to help
I
a lot
believe
of
it's going to help a
people.
lot of
Hmm.
people. I think that the conspiracy theory stuff has pretty much gone out the window,
Hmm.
and we have to use common sense too when we think about things that whether we should go in that direction or
Hmm.
not. And then, of course, you have the Holy Spirit that will always be your guide, right? So I always say, speak to the Holy Spirit, find out whether this is for you or not. But what we're learning is that the vaccine is not designed, it wasn't designed to keep you from getting COVID. Okay, a lot of people don't know that, but all of those studies, I mean, what 40, I think it was 43,000 people who had the Pfizer that did the Pfizer trial.
Hmm.
They actually were tested to see what would happen if they were with someone or connected with someone who
Hmm.
had the virus.
Hmm.
And um, so those who got the virus, they were able to get better without a lot of symptoms, and they did not have to be hospitalized.
Okay.
So that is very important to understand, that
Hmm.
it's not like you take that shot and you're immune to the virus. They're not sure exactly. Everybody's different. We're bio individuals, first of all.
Exactly.
So we will all deal with this virus differently.
Yep.
However, what we're bringing to the table, what Denise just said, it was a beautiful segue to where we're going with this, that you can create your own virus,
Vaccine.
vaccine for the virus. You
Hmm.
can create your own virus vaccine by
With food.
eating, yes,
With
certain
food.
food,
Like Hippocrates said, let your food be
be
your
your
medicine.
medicine,
And it's so true.
and what the scripture says.
Yeah. And
And
is and we talked about this the last time
here,
we were here. We talked about this. If you were watching any of the videos that were coming out in regards to how to defend your body against COVID,
hmm,
they were always mentioning food. It was food that they talked about. It was no pill or anything. It was food, even if it was a supplement or a drop. It was food.
yes,
It was no pill or anything that they didn't
that's
talk about
true.
anything. They talked about food. So
And the immune system, a food that supports the
that
immune
supported
system.
it. That supports it. Okay, get your word right. All right. So I'm going to make a little disclaimer here.
Yeah.
If you are going on your nutritional journey eating inorganic food, you will
Mm,
cause further breakdown to your immunity fortress. I'm
yes.
just going to put that in
Yeah.
there, okay? Because you need to be eating organic
Mm,
and whatever healthy foods you put in your body, whether it's these five foods that we're going to talk about or other foods, and you're eating these foods because you're trying to build your immune system, eating inorganic will further break it down.
yes.
Further break it down. Just
Yes.
just want to put that in there.
That is so
Mm-hmm.
important. And you know that's what we're about. We always talk about the importance of getting rid of the pesticides, herbicides,
Mm-hmm.
germicides, fungicides, and the GMOs.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So let's talk about this disclaimer a little bit more. So, what is it about? Coach Carmen basically just said it. What is it about consuming the inorganic foods that causes the immunity breakdown? You know, what she just said about the pesticides and herbicides and all of that. But if the food is not grown in its natural state, that means that the natural nutrients are not present. So if you're eating GMO food, fruits and vegetables,
Hmm.
you're not getting what you think you're getting, right? And so you may feel better for a minute, but it's going to reverse itself and you're not going to be very happy about it.
Yeah.
Now, if you're one of those people who eat produce like once in a blue moon, it probably won't affect you at all. But if you're starting something like this, that means you're going to be consuming more of it. That means more of those chemicals are going to come into your body.
May I just interject that I believe that even if you're not eating a lot of fruits and vegetables, you're still building up
Yeah.
those chemicals in your body that's
Mm-hmm.
foreign to your body, and when your body is breaking it down, when your intestinal tract and everything that's designed to break your food down and turn it into nutrients, it doesn't know what to do with that.
Right.
So it stores it in your fat cells,
Mm-hmm.
which is one of the reasons why we as Americans are obese for the
Mm-hmm.
most part, because our fat cells are or the fat is padding and protecting our organs from the pesticides and all of
Mm-hmm.
those chemicals that the body doesn't know what to do with.
But eventually it will seep through
Yes,
and then
and
it will
break down.
manifest itself as disease and
Yes,
sickness
break
and
down the
pain and
body.
inflammation, aging your body before it's time
Hmm.
and breaking down your body's defense.
Yes,
So that's why we are big on going organic in a
totally. Thank you
health
for
journey.
sharing that.
Hmm.
That's really a good point.
Yes. So, if you're one of those who have a compromised immune system, or you're elderly, or you are an essential healthcare worker, or you're just determined to build your immunity fortress, then this definitely will interest you. All right, because there was a study back in 2005 that found that this chemical called nitric oxide in the body significantly, this key word, significantly inhibited the replication of a cycle of SARS coronavirus, and thereby it disrupted the virus's ability to grow in your body. So the question on the table is, what is nitric oxide? It's a nitric oxide is used by the body for cell signaling. And I didn't understand what cell signaling was, so you know me, I looked it up. And in biological terms, it means that there's a cell to cell communication that governs the basic activities of the cell and coordinates multiple cell actions. So to me, that said to me that so what I'm doing to one cell is going to communicate to another, and then it's going to communicate to more and more and more, and that's what's going to govern it. So if I'm putting healthy food in my body and I'm feeding my body organic food, then it's going to communicate between the cells. So same thing if we're putting in the nitric oxide foods into our bodies, this is what's going to happen. And I thought that was interesting because it's saying a signal is an entity that codes and conveys information like blood vessels, dilation to promote better blood flow. And then there's also evidence that it helps to lower blood pressure and improve brain function. This is nitric oxide. The good news is we can get it from food. We can get it from food. And we have the top 5 foods that contain plant-based nitric oxide. and the foods are really like something that we can, like, you don't have to go high and far and wide to get this.
Right.
Basically.
Right. And that's what's so wonderful about it.
Yes.
We're not talking about something that is so obscure
right.
that you have to go to Indonesia
right.
and climb up this sycamore tree.
Like, you know, when you see those videos where they said they discovered something, but they went all across the globe to find this,
I'm like,
so
thing,
seriously?
this
And then by
nut.
the time they get to it, how much it is, you pay like about $150.
It's true.
I would get so frustrated with that. Like, seriously? You made me sit here for all this time to watch this video?
You know, that reminds me of the story Acres of Diamonds, which is a true story about how this couple was searching for diamonds, and they finally gave up and moved from their home to across, I don't know where. They moved far, far away. And when they were gone, I think they actually left the country. When they were gone, wow, somehow some excavators were looking for something in the land, and they found one of the largest diamond mines on their property. They had already sold the property. So when I think about how we have food at our fingertips, food that's accessible, that we can utilize, but yet we're looking far and wide. We're waiting for this vaccine like it is the holy grail, and we're so concerned about how we're going to survive this. And meanwhile, God is like, hello, I have this for you. It's right there for you. But you got to know it. Exactly. And knowledge is power. And like we say, like the word says, we perish for lack of knowledge. Amen. So go on, girl. I'm excited. I love it.
So anyway, we're going to start with number 1, and that's beetroot juice. And I love my beet juice. Yes, I do. So let me put my glasses on because I'm going to actually read
Put
this.
your glasses on, girl. Put them on.
So
no beets, shame in your game.
No, need my eyes.
Got mine too.
Beets are the king of raising nitric oxide levels. Beets have a lot of nitrates, which the body converts to nitric oxide. According to one study, consuming a beetroot juice supplement raised nitric oxide levels in the subjects by 21% in 45 minutes. We ain't talking 45 days, 45 minutes. Yes. Another study showed drinking just 3.4 ounces of beetroot juice every day significantly raised nitric oxide levels in men and women. Now, you see, we know that in the 28-day body and soul detox, yes, beets are all up in the juice recipes. And you can get your own juice recipes too, and you're going to find beets all up in there, but you can also drink it every day. This is, you can take a beet juice shot.
Because one thing about beet juice, you got to be careful with that. That stuff will purify your blood so fast that, first of all, you'll have a head rush. And you'll start to detoxify so quickly that you start feeling bad. I never forget when we did it years ago. Me and Anthony, we went out, and this is before I, was when I was still eating meat. We went to the diner and had 2 hamburgers because we needed to get we were so detoxified that we felt weak, and we just felt
you had to get something. Yes, you had to do.
So you definitely want to dilute it. It's very concentrated, so you do want to
And
dilute
add
it.
other things to it. Like
Yes.
the recipes that we have in a 28-day body and soul detox have a lot of things. You have the beet added too, but
Yes.
you're still getting it,
Totally.
right? And you can drink it every day. So that's number one. Number two, this is Coach Carmen's favorite. Garlic. People have taken garlic for colds for centuries. Garlic boosts levels of nitric oxide by activating nitric oxide synthase, the enzyme involved in the conversion of nitric oxide from amino acid L-arginine. I know I'm pronouncing that wrong. So if you're taking arginine supplements, garlic will help turn more of it into nitric oxide.
Hmm.
But you know what? I know this guy. He took garlic pills every day, and I never understood why. But he took the real deal because you could smell the garlic on him. And he told me that he took it because number one, it kept his blood pressure under control. Number
Mm-hmm.
one, and number two, he said when I take this garlic, he said I haven't had a cold in over 10 years, not
Mm-hmm.
even a sniffle. This is what he
Mm-hmm.
said. And he said number three, and I didn't even understand this. He said it made him feel like he was calm, like nothing could like really excite him.
Mm.
I'm like, really?
In a bad way,
Yeah, in a bad way.
hopefully.
Meaning that he doesn't get
Yeah.
up. And I remember him because he was a personal trainer and he was in charge of all of these women. And I know they should have gotten on his nerves and they never did.
Mm.
They never did. I was in that
That's
class.
what's so beautiful
Mm-hmm.
about God's natural options for us for health and wellness. They always do more than one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Always more than one thing. So
Mm-hmm.
many benefits. It's amazing.
It is amazing. So garlic, that's number two.
So we're talking. So we're talking garlic, not cooked garlic, right? So garlic pill or
Garlic pill
garlic.
or just garlic, like just you're using garlic, and I don't
Oh,
think
like
it's
in the salad dressings. It's not cooked.
that's not cooked. You can
Mm-hmm.
make it in the salad dressing.
Mm.
And what is the there was something else that we used garlic in. And I can't remember what
Oh
it
well, we
was.
use it in the collard greens and the raw collard greens
Oh,
and
right.
different
So it was the
things, and
salad.
that's still
Okay.
the
I mean,
dressing.
I can't eat just a garlic.
No,
Like people
straight
could
up.
do it, but I can't do it. So I
It's,
would have to
yeah,
get mine in dressings and stuff.
right.
And otherwise, I'm cooking mine, but I don't cook it to it's like nothing. My garlic,
It's just
when I
lightly cooked.
lightly, yeah,
Yeah.
something like that. So I still get my garlic.
Hmm.
All righty. So next on the list is leafy greens. We should be doing like this.
This is natural, y'all. We're natural, like for
Okay.
real.
So leafy green vegetables like kale, broccoli, cabbage, spinach,
Yeah,
arugula, and celery are packed with nitrates,
that is a
which are
beautiful thing.
converted to nitric oxide in your body. One study found that regularly eating green leafy vegetables was associated with healthy levels of nitric oxide in the body. So this is the single best way to keep elevated
Wow.
levels of nitric oxide in your body. You still want to talk about my rabbit food?
Right?
Okay, you want to talk about my
Hello.
rabbit? Look what my rabbit food doing for me.
And that is so doable. I mean, that's like we talk about in the 28-day body. So just when I'm ever
Salad.
I'm salad, whenever I'm speaking with anyone, I'm like, you got to have a big
Give
salad
me a
every day.
salad
I
every
just
day.
had an amazing salad
Mm-hmm,
just now before Denise came.
mm-hmm.
You have to have a salad a day. A salad a day will keep COVID away.
And
Well,
everything else away.
it will help. Okay,
It
it will
will.
help.
Okay,
Um,
but it's funny because this is something so simple that most people probably have in their house all the time, but really eat. We probably throw away more salad greens than anything. But
mhm.
now you got a reason to start eating those. But of
Juice
course,
them,
make
do
sure it's not organic.
whatever.
Yeah, thank you. You can juice them, and when you juice them in drink, you get it. It's more
Yes,
concentrated and goes directly into the bloodstream.
totally.
So you can like drink a green juice in the morning and eat a salad for lunch. You're good.
Woo, you are
Good.
awesome, especially if you make a Coach Carmen dressing,
Mm-hmm.
which has a lot of fresh garlic, fresh ginger in there, and ginger it's just beautiful too
Mm-hmm.
for warming this time of year, especially it warms the body.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you have this thing, well, I need hot, warm food in the winter time. The garlic and the ginger warms us internally, but you can
Mm-hmm.
also do some one of the quick juice, this the tea, the what is it? The soup,
The soup.
the instant soup that I
Oh yeah,
have.
your soup in the jar.
The soup
You
in a
can get the
jar.
garlic like that.
Yep,
You
that's
can get the
true.
garlic like that. You can put this do the soup in it. That's in the 28-day body and soul detox
Yeah,
also.
it's in
They
the
talk about
cookbook.
that.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's also I have a YouTube video on the soup in a jar. So it's really almost an instant soup,
Mm-hmm.
but it's still you're adding hot water to it, but you're not
You're not
killing the
killing them
vegetables.
right because it's not cooking it now. It's just heating them up.
Yep.
So this.
Hi, Holly.
Oh wow. Good evening. Oh, eat your leafy greens, organic.
Yes.
Eat your salad every day. Make juice, including the beet. With the greens, you're good.
Yeah.
So next on the list is citrus fruits or anything high in vitamin C. Oranges, lemons, limes, and grapefruit are all excellent sources of vitamin C. And vitamin C plays a critical role in health and raises levels of nitric oxide by increasing its bioavailability and maximizing absorption.
Mhm.
Research also shows that it may increase levels of nitric oxide synthase, the enzyme necessary for the production of nitric oxide.
That is like amazing. So, you go to the store, when you go to the store and you buy a bag of oranges and they're organic, you're going to pay more, especially in New York City. You're going to pay more. You have the option of maybe purchasing some emergency if you can find it. I remember earlier this year it was hard to find
It was
because
hard to find emergency. They were
people were
snatching
buying.
that up like crazy. They probably
Yeah,
still have it in their homes and never even really took it enough of it to let. They just bought it all out and just stored it.
left it there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the emergency, there's other supplements for vitamin C
Yeah,
that you weigh it out to see if it's more cost effective.
yeah,
But I tell you, if you can get a bag of oranges every week, it's worth it.
yeah.
It makes a huge difference. There's something
Mm-hmm.
about that citrus that's very healing. It's even healing to like if you have any, even though it may seem to be acidic, but if you have any issues with your colon or if you have any of the colon issues where what is it called when you have the colon this split open and
Oh,
uh
you know what? I know what you're talking about, but
I don't know why it
it's
just
not
went out of
coming
my
to me.
head
Yeah,
for
but I
some
know
reason,
what
but
you're
you know what
talking
I'm talking
about.
about.
Mm-hmm.
Holly, what am I talking about? She said soup sounds amazing. Holly, what am I talking about? The colon when we were in school we were talking about that about the colon splitting um and people have issues. She says, "Oh, and then let me know, Holly. I know you know what I'm talking about."
Let's
And
read some
then
comments.
yeah, and then Miss Tina says, "I eat garlic. I
I like an
microwave
old
it to keep the."
to take the bite out.
Okay, so let's talk about that. Crohn's. Oh, thank you.
Oh,
Yeah,
Crohn's.
Crohn's
That's
disease. It's
right.
Crohn's, and then
Mm-hmm.
it's Crohn's. Is there another one also that where the stomach like splits? The organs, the colon splits, leaky gut. This is
Leaky gut.
leaky gut, right? And I do believe leaky gut has a lot to do with some of those pesticides that are designed to split
Oh
open.
yes.
They're designed to split
Yep.
open the colon. I mean
Mm-hmm.
the insects
Insects
to split open their
split open
stomach.
their stomach.
And
Yep.
and I believe that while you're eating, ingesting that,
Mm-hmm.
it's starting to split open your body because it's poison.
Yeah.
So now
Wow.
let's talk about we have to address the microwave, Miss Tina. So we're going to talk about that right quick. So we don't advocate microwaves. We say microwaves, leave them alone.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't easy at first for me to give up my
Me
microwaves,
neither, but I
but
had
I
to.
had to give it up
Mm-hmm.
because it was like, what are you doing? Spending all this money for organic food, for good, beautiful food, and then you're
And
nuking
you
it.
zapping
You're
the nutrient
zapping it.
right
You're
out.
killing it. You're
Mm-mm.
radiating it,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't want to do that, beloved. You want the food the way God created it for us. He knew what He was doing, and we don't want to jack up the works. That's why overcooking things is not a good idea.
No.
You want to eat it in the most natural state as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so We'll figure out, Miss Tina, we'll figure out some other option to take the
The bite
bite
out
out
of it.
because you
Yeah,
want to eat it
cooking is
raw.
strong, but I
Um,
not understand that. But the microwave is just
yeah,
not.
what you can do is just make the Coach Carmen dressing, put a lot of garlic in there, and eat
Mhm.
that on your salad.
Mhm.
So this way she's getting the fresh garlic, but you're getting it in a delicious dressing. Yep.
So citrus fruits. That's number 4. And I do take a vitamin C every day. I take a vitamin C
What
vitamin.
kind do you take?
Nature's Promise or something. One of them.
Na- Nature's Promise?
Something. One of them I take every day. I've been taking them for years, and it's about 500 milligrams.
Oh, that's
But I
great.
also eat a lot of, and believe it or not, some leafy greens have vitamin C in them. But I
Oh,
also eat
yeah.
a lot of citrus fruits, and we do lemons all the daggone time around
Yeah,
here.
we got
So,
waters and all.
mm-hmm.
So Holly was mentioning about the microwave, and she said it's an adjustment that is worthwhile to get rid of radiation exposure in the
In the microwave.
microwave.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And
Yes,
Miss Tina said,
it's gotcha.
"Gotcha." All
Mm-hmm.
right, Miss
That's right.
Tina.
We got to look out for you, honey. We can't
We,
let you. We can't let you go down like that. Can't let you go out like that. So next on the list is another thing that we all have around: nuts and seeds. Almonds, cashews,
mm,
walnuts, chia seed, flaxseed, pumpkin seed, and sunflower seeds have a lot of arginine, a type of amino acid that assists in the production of nitric oxide. Research suggests that getting arginine from foods like nuts and seeds in your diet can help increase nitric oxide levels in your body. So, for example, a large study involving 2,771 people showed that a higher intake of arginine rich foods was associated with higher levels of nitric oxide in the blood. Another study found that supplementing with arginine increased levels of nitric oxide after just 2 weeks.
whoa.
Mm-hmm.
And this is all of these ingredients or all of these foods
Mm-hmm.
we have. I mean, the whole cookbook, because when
Yes,
you do the
all
28-day
of
body
them.
and soul detox, you get
Mm-hmm.
the cookbook and the detox book.
Mm-hmm.
And my entire cookbook is like
It's filled with
filled with
this.
all of this.
All of
I
this.
mean, nuts
It's
and
in the
seeds.
for the
Oh
smoothies.
my
It's for the
gosh.
some of the desserts, some of the breads that you make, the raw breads that you make. The overnight oats. There's nuts and seeds and stuff.
Right?
It's in
It's in there. I
practically
just had
everything.
chia pudding this morning.
Salads. I put nuts in my salad, so I like to do that.
And you can put the nuts in the dressing.
Mm-hmm.
Also this morning I had chia pudding and I made like 6 little chia puddings earlier this week,
I
and
wish I could eat.
I know, and I had it for breakfast, so it's like the whole thing is
Mm-hmm.
chia.
Yep.
I'm
Look
so
good.
excited, but it makes sense, to God be the glory.
Mm-hmm.
But it makes sense that I know I was telling you, I felt like I had contracted COVID earlier this year, but because the symptoms were pretty, consistent, but they were very mild,
Mm-hmm.
and I was able to fight it off very easy. Well, I fought it off. I wasn't bedridden
Yeah,
or
you
anything.
weren't.
I
You
just felt
weren't.
like I'm not feeling too
Like you
good.
just weren't feeling well.
And that's
Mm-hmm.
another thing, like, beloved, once you get on this path and once you start eating to heal your body, to strengthen your body, then your body will self heal and you won't need well, you speak with your doctor. The doctor that put you on the medication is a doctor that's going to help you get off. You don't
Mm-hmm.
take yourself off medication. You don't take yourself off medication.
Mm-mm.
You work with your doctor. You have to do your part first. You have to start eating to live. And once you do that, your body is going to be very receptive. It's going to start to heal. And when it starts to heal, your levels are changing. The doctor will see that. And now, when you tell them that you want to start weaning yourself off medication, you want him to
Mm-hmm.
help you, her to
Mm-hmm.
help you, they will. And that is, and that's what you're going to need to do, especially now, because if you have illnesses already, you are more susceptible to getting sick. with COVID to the point where you may have to be hospitalized, and that's the last thing we want to do. We don't want to be
Don't want to be
hospitalized. So
hospitalized.
this is so important. Please take this seriously and please receive what we're sharing with you. This is a new year, and it's time to step it up when it comes to your own self preservation. You cannot
Absolutely.
count on nobody today except yourself and your
And God.
willingness to change the way you're eating.
Mm-hmm.
So we ask you to join us for the next 28-day body and soul detox. It starts next week. And I don't want to hear any excuses about money and all of that. You know you're getting a stimulus check. Yes, I went there. And some of y'all already got that check. So you take yourself a few dollars, put it aside for the
Oh,
detox.
oh
This is
my
very
goodness.
important.
Really, and all jokes aside, it really is. Somebody put a comment about me in Facebook the other day. We were doing one of those little things on Facebook, and they said, one thing about you is you really care about your people. And I'm like, yes, I do. Why do you think I get up in here and do these videos all the time? Because I care. I want to see everyone well.
Yeah.
It is our mission to here we detox the world if we could.
Yeah.
All right. Eat live to stay alive.
That's right.
That's the way we talk about it around here. So eating more of these 5 foods that we just talked about, and I'm going to do recap, to fight coronavirus is not only going to help you with coronavirus, but elevated levels, nitric oxide levels may lower your blood pressure, improve circulation, and improve mental cognition. How about that?
Diggity, dang,
How
dang.
about that?
That's what I'm talking
How
about.
about that?
It's a beautiful thing. I was just telling Anthony how I said, babe, because he was saying, I've been drinking the inner beauty tea and the nerve tonic tea in the morning. These are herb blends that I was blessed to be able to create. And he was saying, my nails are getting stronger. I'm thinking clearer. I was able to clean up my studio, and
Look
my
at
studio was
that,
and I
sis.
was like, I said, that's amazing how nutrition affects every part of us, every aspect of our lives. It helps us, like you said, to think better, to have even more self control. Sleep better, more self control because your body is not depleted. And when your body is depleted, it's like, I think it gets mad at us. I think our bodies get mad at us. It
Starts to rebel.
starts to rebel. Our body's like saying, listen, you ain't taking care of me.
So
Why should
I
I
ain't gonna
take care of you? You're not taking care of me. Now you want me to think clear and to do all of this.
Right? You want me
and
to
to
work
handle
out? You
this.
want me to
And
run here? You want me to run there? And
I'm like, I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make your feet swell up. All right. I got something for you.
okay.
So really and truly, we have an ecosystem in our bodies. Our bodies are inside. It's like a whole universe up in there, and we have to treat it like it is, like a temple. Totally. It's an ecosystem. It has living organisms. You got to feed it. If not, you're going to feed the bad bacteria, the bad things, and those are the things that are affecting our minds, helping bringing on disease and all these things, and opening us up to the ramifications of getting the virus and then getting so sick where you have to be hospitalized.
Yeah.
You don't want to be hospitalized, my love. You really don't. Christina's laughing, but and who's that? Oh, and yeah, and Dana was laughing.
Dana's here.
Hey,
Oh, she's saying
Dana.
ha. We in here clowning.
You know what I'm saying?
We may be joking at certain intervals, but this is serious. This is really, really serious. And these 5 foods will definitely something that it's not like we said earlier. You don't have to go far and wide to get these things. These are things that you can have in your house on a daily basis, and you can consume on a daily basis, and increase those levels so that you can build up your immunity fortress. That's what basically you want to do is you want to build that up.
That's right.
You want to build that up, and you wonder why. I don't wonder, but it is a wonder that people who do the detox will have these same testimonials. Oh, I noticed I felt stronger in my body. Or I noticed I was sleeping better. Or I
Mhm.
noticed normally I would get this cold, but I didn't get it this
Mhm.
year. I didn't get
Mhm.
it this year. I usually get headaches, but I don't get the headaches now. I was
Yes.
always having anxiety, but I noticed that that kind of eased up. Why is that?
Mhm.
Why do you think that is?
And that's not even talking about the weight loss.
Yes, and we don't. You're right. It's not. We didn't even go that far because to me, the weight loss is a given. You will lose weight. You stick to the detox, you're going to
Get
lose
to your
weight.
healthy weight.
Yeah, you will get there. But the other benefits are so amazing, and you can definitely build up your immunity fortress.
Yes. Yes. Thank you
Mm-hmm.
so much. That is so awesome. I just wanted to just mention again about the vaccines. You know, we don't know if when we're going to be able to get the vaccine
Mm-hmm.
ourselves, the vaccination ourselves. You know,
Mm-hmm.
some of us don't even want it, and you know, I can understand that too. But if you are concerned about it, then you really need to do the detox so you don't you can have more of a protection without it.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said at the beginning, Denise, as we were saying, that your food can be your vaccine.
Mm-hmm.
It really can. You know, taking the shots of beet juice, so many
Mm-hmm.
things, aloe vera. That's why we're doing the
Mm-hmm.
7 day challenge. Just want to
Mm-hmm.
throw that plug in really fast. You know, the sacred self care 7 day experience, not
Experience.
challenge, experience. We
Experience.
start
Mm-hmm.
tomorrow. So, any of you who want to join us, it's 7 days, it's free. It's in our Sacred Self Care Sisterhood Facebook group. Join the group and you can be a part of it. We're going to be coming in every day talking about, you know, setting ourselves up so that we can reboot and heal and just get ourselves positioned for health and wellness and miracles and blessings for this new year and really
Mm-hmm.
just shed off 2020. And we're
Yes.
going to be talking about the different shots and you know, shots, that kind of
Shots.
thing, but good shots,
Mm-hmm.
nutritional shots,
Mm-hmm.
right? And morning liquid nutrition and all the things we're doing in the morning. Denise, you're
Mm-hmm.
going to have one of the days you're coming in, you're going to talk about your morning, what's it called? Alive at 5. I keep saying that.
No, wellness in five.
Wellness in 5, where she shows you how to wake up as soon as you wake up in the morning, boom,
Mm-hmm.
get your workout in, get your breathing in. And
All
that's
before
just,
you leave your bedroom. You don't have to leave your
I
bedroom.
just
Do that.
love that. And I'm going to
Awesome.
be sharing different recipes, the morning nutritional, liquid nutrition, all kinds of things. It's going to be
I
awesome.
can't wait.
Yeah, right. So let me know. You can message me or leave a comment here and say I'm interested. Message me your email address and phone number. I'll send you the information. Okay.
And share this video out, please. Share the video out to
Share,
your
share,
friends and
share,
family.
share, share.
As a matter
Please
of fact,
share.
don't I'm gonna
Definitely.
ask you to share it to me so
Okay.
I can share it out.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes. Please share the video. Share, share,
Mm-hmm.
share. And Holly says, build your immune system.
That's right.
Yes,
Build your
build your
immunity
immune
fortress,
system.
honey.
That's
Build it
right.
up.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we're gonna close out right here. If you have any questions, though, you know, we'll give you like a few minutes, real quick. If you want to leave any questions, if you have any questions, we would love to hear them. If not, you can leave them under the video, and we
Yeah.
will come back and we will
Mm-hmm.
answer the questions for
Absolutely.
you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So share, join us for the 28-day body and soul detox. We have a 3-part pay. It's only $275 and you can split it up and it is totally worth it because what you'll have is a lifetime of like a foundation that you
Yes.
can always go back to.
Mm-hmm.
We call it the holistic wellness bridge. You get on that bridge. If you fall off, you'll know how to get
Get
back
back
on.
on. Amen.
And it's very important today. So
Mm-hmm.
we love you. Nancy. Hi, Nancy.
Nancy's asking, will you get the vaccine?
I'm I don't want to I don't want to discourage anybody else, but I'm not getting it. I'm not getting the vaccine, just like I don't take flu shots. Me personally, but that's just me personally. I don't want to put anything in my body that I don't need to put in there. I like to be aware of how I'm feeling, what I'm thinking, you know, I mean, especially I my family, all of them are in heaven, all 5 of my immediate family members because of some type of medical medicine
Mm,
related situation. And so for me, I'm very strong about keeping myself healthy with food so I don't have to take anything like that. So for myself, I won't. And Holly said no
nothing
for
is.
her.
You
She's
know,
not
it's
either.
funny because
It's a good
I've
question.
never taken the flu shot, and I more than likely never will. You would have to like literally bodily pin me down and force
Yeah.
it in my
Yeah.
body, and that ain't gonna happen. So,
Yeah.
but as far as this uh COVID
Tina
vaccine,
said no also.
I'm really not of a mind to take it. Number one, it wasn't enough research done in my personal opinion. And number two, I think that there's a time that people are going to start to feel something from that because it hasn't been all of the kinks to me have not been worked out of it.
Hmm. See, I'm
That's
not.
just the way I
That's
feel
how you
about it.
feel about it. Yeah, I'm not concerned about it that way. I do. I believe that it is a godsend, and I do believe that it's going to be a blessing for most people.
Yeah, I'm
But
sure it
at the
will.
same time,
Hmm.
I I don't want it. I'd rather do what I have to do for
For
myself, which
yourself.
is why we're sharing this information because we know there are going to be many people that don't want it. So you got to do something.
Camilla
So
says
Camilla said yes.
yes.
She said yes, and Miss Tina said no, not for her. But the, we want to tread carefully when we say no, we're not taking it because
Hmm.
we don't want to be like somebody else we know that said, yeah, maybe you should wear a mask, but I'm not wearing one, and
Hmm.
that has messed this country
Yes,
up.
it messed a lot of
That's
people up
why
with
so many
that.
people have died as a
Hmm.
result of that
Hmm.
stupid statement. And
Hmm.
so I want to be careful not to say that I'm not taking it and then scare anybody else off.
Right,
For,
from
but
taking it.
but at the beginning when we were talking, we said no. You got just like you got to know God for yourself.
Hmm.
You have to speak to God about this. You
Exactly
have to
what you want to
pray
do.
and
Hmm.
ask God what should you do
And
because
do your research. Do
and
your
and
research.
yeah, do
Hmm.
your research.
Get educated so
Yeah.
that you can make an educated decision
But
to decide.
I'm going to come back some other time and go over some of the research I have about the vaccine, and that's what's given me confidence about the vaccine. And I know that the conspiracy theorists, that's pretty much out the window now. I truly believe that there's no conspiracy with the vaccine, um, but there's some things that you want to know so you don't have this Pollyanna I Pollyanna mindset about it, thinking that once I get it, I can do anything. I don't have to wear a mask. Yeah, you still do need to wear a mask even when you get the vaccine. That's something that one of the things I want to share with you. There's a lot of things about this that it's not the the cure all. It's not the all in all. You still have to do your own due diligence. You
They
know,
said that.
and they're saying that.
Well, when the vaccine first came out, I remember reading about it. Of course, I was doing my little research, and it said that there was a question on the table about does the vaccine actually prevent you from getting or protect you from getting COVID, and
Mhm.
they said no.
No,
It
and
doesn't. It doesn't mean that you can go out all willy nilly. You can still get it.
yeah,
Hmm.
it will just keep you from getting as sick or sick at all. So the antibodies are
Hmm.
going to do what they need to do. So if you do get it, the antibodies
They
know
know
what to
how to
do.
attack it.
Exactly. So that's important to know.
Carly said, if it feels right for you, it will help you. If you feel it is not going to help you, it won't. Everyone is in choice.
Yes, yes. Miss Tina says, require knowledge to build the immune system.
Yep.
Yes, absolutely.
Hmm.
So, Camilla, hi, Camilla, sweetie. Good to see you here. Yes, all right. So, we're going to close out and just again wish you an amazing, blessed new year.
Yes.
Join the 7-day challenge. And Nancy said, I totally agree with everything you both are saying and appreciate your opinion. I love your videos.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much, Nancy. You're going to join us for the 7-day challenge. I keep saying challenge.
7 day sacred
Experience.
self care
It's an
experience.
experience. It really is. It's going to be an experience to see how you can spend 7 days focusing on self care
Yes. Focusing on
on
you.
you so that you can be more empowered.
That's right. Focus on you and
Yes.
pamper yourself.
Yes, it's
Take care
the
of
Queen
you.
Esther
That's
experience,
right.
basically. The Queen Esther
You have
experience.
to find me a queen chair to sit in.
Yes, yes, me dear, you do. So message me your email address and phone number so I can see the materials. Join the Sacred Self Care Sisterhood, and let us know about the detox if you want to join us, and we'll send you information about that as well.
All
Okay,
righty.
love you guys. Talk to
Leslie
you
says she would love to
soon.
learn more about it. Great.
Oh yeah, message me your information, Nance. Okay.
Okay. Bye
All right,
bye,
love you. Bye
everybody.
bye.